Hey guys, how's it going? Jason Sensational here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another episode of Lineup Academy, which I am now deeming a series where you're following me through RA Runeterra Academy, which is a team league that I'm playing with Majin, Jason Font, as well as Kever. And it's just a series where I will discuss my lineup going into the week, what I expect out of it, what I'm trying to beat, and the results of the matchups that I play, and why I think I won or lost. So let's dive into the lineup, start from there, and then we'll jump into our round 1 and 2 opponents and see what's up. So to start off my lineup, we have Mono Shrima. Mono Shrima right now is actually a very, very powerful deck. I don't know if it's something that people just underestimate on ladders, things like that, but Mono Shrima is a very powerful tournament deck because of how hard and really how polarizing the deck really feels into certain matchups. The ability to flip the Sun Disc without having any interaction against it, at least for most decks that don't have like Scorched Earth or like Desert Naturalist or Aftershock, even some of those just failed for like Ride Negation. But a lot of control decks, a lot of slow decks that can't rush you down before turn 6 or 7, just really, really hardcore lose to Mono Shrima. Because what happens is you ascend your champions, and then suddenly Xerath just threatens to end the game as a whole. So overall, this deck is really out there to punish all these slow control decks, even like the mid-range decks that can't beef through by turn 6-7, which is actually pretty hard for a lot of decks. Like Sivir Auction really fails into it. Scouts, I'm pretty sure isn't good into Azir or into Mono Shrima. Pantheon I think is okay by meta stats, but overall a very good crusher into mid-range and control decks. Aphelios, Darkness, Tree, whatever you want to name it, Mono Shrima really crushes. I believe that this deck has a really good matchup table as long as you don't run into any sort of aggro slash burn decks. Even like Riven Victor, when we have 3 copies of Quicksand, is not even the worst matchup at all. But you'll notice a theme here as we move on into the other lineups, or into the other decks rather. Next deck we have here is Ziggs Talia. So I threw in one Gnar because I thought it was cute. I don't know if it's necessarily good, but the overall deck is still the very same as it is. It's just a landmark focus centric deck that aims to generate these huge tempo swings off of cards like Desert Naturalist as well as Rite of Arcane, especially in conjunction with Endless Devout. Because we do have access to cards like Hourglass, we do have very efficient ways of protecting our units against a lot of removal. So cards like Vengeance, Comet, things like that will get nullified by Ancient Hourglass at a very efficient cost. Ancient Hourglass, of course, also synergizes with Talia, being able to generate a second body of a potentially strong unit to allow us to gain even more tempo that way. A very powerful tempo deck with Arsenal as a top end, Arsenal just being a very good counter to a lot of control decks out there because it just generally has Spell Shield, maybe Scout, maybe Overwhelm, just a very good way of ending the game. And even if it doesn't end the turns played, then you have Hourglass, which just really dominates your opponent from there. But overall, just another very solid mid-range deck. You have the Explosive Minefields for tempo, you have the Desert Naturalist, you have a lot of ways of pushing out mid-range tempo while also having a pretty powerful late game engine. So again, into decks like the Aphelios, this deck does quite well as well. Then the third deck we have here is Yuumi Pantheon Taric. This version of the deck is a little bit more of my own brew. The ratios are a little bit strange. I think it's a little bit split in between what it wants to be doing. Ultimately, I'm not sure what the best sort of way to build this deck is because this does lean a few directions. Yuumi is better in the mirror, but Taric is better into control decks. Rally Taric is very powerful, but so is Yuumi Cataclysm. It's a little bit split over the place, but the overall style and play of the deck is still very similar. You have a faded unit, you have Zenith Blade, you attach it onto there, and you kind of just crush a lot of matchups that um, don't have the ability to end the game really quickly. So against a burn aggro deck that goes really wide, you have a very difficult time dealing with that. But if they don't have burn, if they don't have the stats, you can often not just farm and gain tempo throughout there. So all 3 decks aim to sort of have a very strong mid-range game plan so that the smaller mid-range decks like Scouts and things like that don't really get through, while also having a fairly good late game presence. Pantheon, of course, being a very good late game bomb. Taric, Rally, and level it up Taric, just being able to generate you a lot of value as well as pressure your opponent with units that can't die and things like that. So overall, with this lineup, I was aiming to take advantage of any Aphelios deck, most slower control decks, and the smaller mid-range decks like Scouts, maybe Silver Auction, and things like that. So that was the overall game plan. Let's jump into round 1 and see what happened. So let's take a moment to talk about our first round opponent's lineups. You did see in the video that he had like some Auction Nar deck, but please ignore that he had issues with queuing with this deck, and since I was going to ban this deck anyway, we just went along with it. But overall, his lineup was a little bit more aggressive oriented. His first deck here is Yoron Arms. Pretty standard as far as things go. He has one Gnar in there for some reason, but just a very aggressive deck, aims to close the games very quickly, has burn to finish off, goes wide, plays Yoron Arms, and wins the game. This deck is probably the worst for all three of my decks. All three of my decks lose to this deck pretty hard. It's not like unwinnable, but at least like 40-60 matchups across the board. Pantheon really suffers into this if you don't draw like a 1-drop. Even then, you're still liable just falling over too quickly. Talia Ziggs can do okay. You can ride up Arcane like Lulu on turn 3, but setting up for that is rather difficult. And into Monoshrima. This is one of Monoshrima's worst matchups out there. Still not the worst because you can deny Yoron Arms and you have Quicksand and things like that. But things have to line up pretty well for my side to win against this matchup. His other two decks were Scouts. Scouts is one that I was at least happier to see. Scouts is a matchup that I was least confident in going into. Pantheon dumps on Scouts. Monoshrima should be good into Scouts because Scouts can't race you down before turn 6, and once you flip, then I think you're winning. And then the Talia Ziggs, also pretty good against Scouts because the bigger the mid-range deck you are, the better into Scouts you generally become. And so I felt pretty confident that I could 2-0 Scouts. And regardless of whatever I banned and whatever was left up, I felt confident that I could beat Scouts twice. And then for his third deck, he has Draven Rumble here. Another aggressive slanting deck, the ability to generate elusives, have burn, might, things like that. It's very scary, the fearsomes, everything, the flame chompers, just a very tempo-oriented deck, very similar to Yoron Arms with the same style and then the same burn finish. Again, all of our decks just really crumble into these burn-heavy strategies, so the goal was to either ban one of the two, and Draven Rumble I felt a little bit more confident into. It's just a little bit easier to deal with. We do have the Quicksands across our Shrima decks, and then with the Draven Rumble, or with the Pantheon deck, if you can make a unit big enough, it becomes harder for him just like swinging with Pantheon, or with Rumble, and then maybe we can just like outstat him. So out of the three matchups here, I expected to, or I was going to for sure ban the Yoron Arms deck. Maybe squeak a win through against the Draven Rumble deck, but the overall goal into this sort of lineup was just a 2-0 Scouts and kind of just take it from there. So let's jump into the game and see what happened. Okay, I don't really care. Alright, we are finally ready to start, so let's get it. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey, okay, cool. Well, this matchup should be very good for us. It's very hard for the Scouts player to get through our faded units. So all that's left to do from our side is draw faded units. Draw faded units. Draw faded units. Draw faded units. Nice. Well, I think we drew faded units. So do we want Tarek? We don't have a tactic on turn 4. Tarek is just an over-glorified blocker on turn 4. And that might be a little slow. Sharp side is nice. I'm like a proc for Saga Seekers, probably like up there in level of importance. Draw faded units. Draw faded units.
I will die when I am ready. I am ready.
All right, let's get to work.
I don't technically need to play the Bright Steel here. I could play it just to buff this, but Would it be better on turn 4? Like, my Pantheon isn't that important to get leveled up. It's like, playing this now, it sets me up for an open attack, which is nice, I guess. Okay. It's not that important, but if I want to say for turn 4, there's probably better things to be doing. Like, if I don't play this turn 3 either, it's like... Oh, this is kind of interesting one. Because if I draw, like, White Flame here, I kind of am sad, but... This is fine now. No MF.
Never met anyone
the-
like you.
You can actually activate that with Sharp Sight, which is funny. I could like Guiding Touch this turn, but might need to save mana to like Pale next turn. This turn, if nothing happens, I'll just Guiding Touch my Saga Seeker. Just for the faded prop. Alright.
Now that's a bit better.
Because I don't want to pass here. Passing here is not good for us. You could still have MF, and we're looking at a lot of damage. Right now, no strike spell to deal with MF is a little bit of a problem. This board state's not particularly dangerous, but him having like either a Vanguard Sergeant or like an MF is really bad.
A little reinforcement.
We might hush that. I think we'll just hush this. Ooh,
Slight adjustment.
that's annoying. Go join the bear, what's up, buddy?
Steady hands.
Alright. He drags here, drags here. I guess hushing this doesn't do that much, huh? So we'll Pale here, and we'll probably just hush here. Taking 8 damage here is actually kind of scary. Like, this is not a safe spot to be in, especially with like Cytheria coming down on his next attack turn. Like, he'd easily have Cytheria on his next attack turn, and that's really scary. Oh, it's a good draw at least.
I sculpt what others only dream of.
I can get a Valley trade with Sharp Sight here. I think I'll try to.
Parents keep me.
So the things that scare me most next turn are Cytheria as well as Vanguard Sergeant. There's not much we can do into those cards.
No prey.
This Fortune Draw is also kind of
Peace.
scary.
Painted with blood.
Concerted Strike, okay.
Needs a finishing touch.
We can't lose our whole board here, so we have to be a little bit resourceful.
Together, stranger.
Also need to be cognizant of Ranger's Resolve. Yo, Tempo, thank you for the raid. Really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm locked into a game here, so can't really read the chat right now, but really appreciate it, man.
Are you the one?
So Sharp Sight here would suck. Sharp Sight here would really suck. Ooh, we're taking a lot of damage here.
Together, stranger.
So this beats Sharp Sight. I get cucked by Rangers here, but it's not the biggest deal. Thanks, Tempo. Appreciate it. There's a sharp sight. Oh, am I bad at math? Wow, I'm really bad at math. Huh. Wow, I suck at math. Holy moly. Ugh, rally here is... Oh, no rally. Okay. Interesting. Lucky for us he didn't have rally there. I think Tarek's a little bit expensive here. We need to be able to concerted strike.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Jeez. But like, he doesn't have rally, right? Let's just play Tarek.
I am ready.
I'm dying to Yordle Arms. Or Demacia next turn. Is that true? Why'd I lose this game? This one is kind of weird. Like, we shouldn't be losing this matchup. Alright, so I kill this. I block 3 and I lose. Alright, right now we're losing. And that's not very cash money.
It's time to shine.
Can you force out a block somehow? -10, no I can't. Can't even force a block here. Ugh, this is really bad. Damn, losing scouts is terrible. Should never be a losing matchup. I'm the Yasuo guy on YouTube? That's me.
My life or theirs.
Why does he block? He has another unit here he can play? There's something really scary that he could play. It's like a unit regardless. Now if he doesn't have a unit he can play. Alright, I mean that's the same thing I guess. Does that save us? Is this the most scary thing, or is this the most scary thing? That also doesn't save us. We're not dead, but we lose. We're not dying here, but we are losing here. How did I lose this game? That's really tough. I didn't expect to be behind on this one. Yeah, did lose.
Is this the face of fear?
Tarek's one off of leveling. If Tarek leveled here, there was a hope. Is there any point to gemming here? Okay, I can top deck Pantheon. If I top deck Pantheon, I can win. He has a rally, I lose, but I don't think he has rally. I do need to play this. The question is, do I gem recombat? If I gem Tarek, he pulls here. If I gem here, makes no difference. Okay, so I'll just save the gem for Pantheon top deck. Because right now I am not dying. Really? Wait, what? Why was she pulled there?
Are you the one?
This sucks. If I could protect Tarek, there was a hope for something. But right now we're just locked into Pantheon top deck mode. I guess like, what, we didn't draw a White Flame? I don't know. Losing this game was bizarre. Wait, he had Rally? He top decked that? Alright, well played. Damn, missing this one sucks. Shouldn't be losing this one. Alright, well that's unfortunate. Against scouts, which are supposed to 2-0 is unfortunate. Decent hand. But we need to, like, if we keep these 3 cards, which are really good in this matchup, we do need to be careful about, like we need to be, like, we need to draw very well if this is the hand we're keeping. That's not the card I wanted, though. That's a good card. Alright. This hand looks pretty solid. Not quite. That's good for next turn, or at least on turn 4. We can like stall out his rumble turn, and then potentially I don't know, do something. Issue is if he open attacks with the Risen Rider, like I just have, how am I stopping this? Like I might have to quicksand that. Hopefully it develops, and then I can like explosive minefield. I don't know if I can take this damage, but if he also has a way of killing this, that's really bad for us. Oh, this stinks, huh? Like, this quicksand sucks. And if he has a Mystic Shot, that sucks even more. But I don't know if we can take 5 damage here. If he has a Might as well, whew. Man, all these scenarios suck. Probably have to pass here and take 5. That sucks. I think it's too... It puts us in too much of a bad spot if we have to sort of like preemptively do that. We get to at the very least stall out a rumble turn, which means if he has to develop rumble on his attack token, we can like minefield it. So at the very least we get a stall. Ooh, that kills that, which is really good. Also can kill both Poros. The Ziggs draw is fantastic. I think we'll take our kill now because I don't want to pass back to him right away. Like if I pass there and he passes back, he could just like open attack on us and then chip like 3 damage. Okay, so now the Ziggs bomb. I can like Ziggs bomb a 4/2. I can also Ziggs bomb 2 of the 1/1s. The issue is if we have to block like the Risen Rider with Ziggs, that puts us pretty far behind because like we'd be forced to trade. So I think I have to take this. I would have liked to kill the Poros, but can't do everything. I need to be reactive with this against a Might or like a Sumpworks map. I can't use this like defensively as like a proactive play. It's just too slow. Ideally plays Rumble here and we like minefield it. And then we have the Pokestick to pop Spell Shield. Alright. Discards a Fallen Rider and a Might. Okay, so he likely has another Might in hand. Or a Sumpworks map. Which is starting to limit what his hand range is. Which is really nice. Because like, he can't have much burn if this is like the hand he's on. Quicksand to save 2 health. 11 is like fine-ish. 11's sort of fine. For now. I need to find like a unit here. I need a unit. Oh, that's perfect. Mm-hmm.
I just can't wait. Here we go.
So we still know that he might have like a might, which is definitely a big issue. Like, he has either might or Sumpworks map. He has second might, that's really awkward. If he has only Sumpwork maps, that's fine. If that's the case, he would like pre-committed this turn for mana, right? So I'm gonna just do something like this. Or I can start to push damage by just attacking it preemptively with Ziggs. I don't want to trade off his Rumble though. What if he has like a second Rumble? Like if I attack with Ziggs and he blocks with Rumble, and then like I'd be in like a pickle. So we have to take things slightly slower here. Because I think we shouldn't be able to be burned out quite yet. And then we could potentially win on the following. Right now we have 3 blockers for 3. There's probably no need to keep up Hourglass this turn, but... No, we should probably play you. Like, he's gonna kill my 3-2? Sure. So we have like good blocks on an open, which is fine, and then once he pre-commits his might card, we can quicksand. Talia, perfect! Alright, now we're threatening lethal as well on the following. This is a really good spot. So I don't feel like we can lose here quite yet. Oh, okay, having to pre-commit the Sumpwork, having to pre-commit quicksand makes me feel a lot less happy with my life. But we've gotta make do with what we have. Because now, if we think he still has a might, now we're kind of in danger territory. Because might here pushes 6. I'd be down to 3 and then I'd be down to 1. Ugh. I just pray that there's no might anymore. Damn, there's the might. Ugh, that's brutal. So now we're probably just dead. Having that Sumpworks map was so good for him. Damn. Like, I was fine with 1 might, but that second Sumpworks, like, was really brutal. Because now we're just dying. Well, now we have to just hope he doesn't have, like, a Mystic Shot. Which means we need to kill him on the open attack. Which means we need to play Talia. And then we have Absolver. Like, the last card is, like, either... If it's a Rune Reckoner, it doesn't kill us. Oh, no, because he has the Ballistic Bot. Oh, he has Burn. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, that sucked. After we lost a Scouts matchup, like, this Draven Rumble matchup is rough into me, into either deck. So... That top deck Sumpworks map was really rough. Like, we knew he had a second might, and we're doing fine against the second might because we could like use quicksand reactively. Like, once we had to use quicksand proactively, we just lost there. That was tough. And that's kind of unfortunate. Alright, GG's, buddy. Hello?
Hi.
Hello. We watched
Hi.
the end of your game.
Oh. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah,
The top
we
deck
were like,
was
oh, this is
Sumpworks
so good
map.
for us. We have the quicksand. We can't die to might or ambush, so we're gonna be fine. And we kill him on the open, and then he has both, and we're like, fuck.
Yeah, I was beating the one mic because I knew he had it, but then like
You were beating almost everything. He just needed to, like, he needed to make you use your quicksand before his might, and we were never gonna do
Right,
that unless he has
exactly.
the ambush and,
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
and
yeah.
the might. So
So I
yeah,
hope you guys
Uh,
won.
Kever did not. He let us
Oh.
down.
Frick.
I had the worst
Damn.
matchups going, but mine came down to his top decking exactly is 1 hour. Well, is 3 hours. So I wasn't too sad about it. I was playing Yordle in Harms. I was gonna kill him with Yordle in Harms. He had 0 cards in hand outside of like one, and I was at 3, and he needed to get excited, and he did. So
Yeah, I lost Pantheon into Scouts, and that felt kind of bad. And then it's just
oh, that
downhill from there.
feels pretty
That's
bad
pretty
to
bad,
lose.
yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, well, when we lose favorables, it's gonna be hard to be winning anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, Vroji has said,
Yeah.
uh, whenever you're playing Infinite Patrons and I'm playing Roji,
Okay.
and then
Well,
they're ready to
whenever.
play whenever.
Oh, they are actually ready
Yeah.
right now.
And we can like
I'm
chill for a
ready.
bit, but like.
We can chill a bit. Do you guys want to make sure your bans are okay?
Yeah, I plan on banning Draven Rumble and playing against Pirates and Zoe Aphelios Vi, expecting either my Zoe Aphelios deck or my Ionia deck to get banned.
Then it's about getting your Sivir through. With the other deck should be okay with whatever is left. Your Sivir is gonna have a meh matchup into Pirates, but it's gonna be okay into Zoe Aphelios Vi.
Yep.
Which is the game plan. And I'm playing Patrons.
Yes.
I'm planning on banning Sentinel Control because that's the deck that's teched for Jordan Harms, but Pantheon and Darkness are really not. He's playing only one with well. My plan is to farm the Pantheon and Darkness. I think almost all my decks are pretty flippy into it because that version is a little bit greedy.
From Roji, I expect the Sun disband.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And then that sort of that could change how I want to face it. I don't know.
I don't think you can leave some disc open
Yeah,
regardless.
I know what
so.
he is gonna ban. My ban's a little bit more weird.
Yeah. And for you, it's about making sure, like your Ziggs Talia should like be pretty good against any of the SI stuff. And
It's
it's
Kindred
about making
Viega's,
sure your Pantheon is also pretty good against Darkness and can lose to Kindred Viego. So like I think your ban is either gonna be the Pantheon Mirror or Kindred Viego. I don't think you'd be banning Darkness.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards a Kindred Viego. I think Ionia itself is just
Yeah. It
bothersome.
all hinges on the fact of how comfortable you are in the Ziggs Talia versus Pantheon matchup, I think. I don't know this
Yeah,
matchup
I'm not solid on
well.
these matchup tables very well, but
We can look it up.
I think it's like slightly favored for Talia Ziggs just by stats.
I can't believe we're 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Sucks.
this is this blows.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when they have everything, we lose favorable. So sometimes it's a little bit not on our side. It happens. All right, Talia Ziggs versus what? Pantheon.
They're on the
Matchup
rally
table.
version, so it's not like Yumi Pantheon, it's Terry Pantheon with the
Yeah.
rallies, which is like slightly different, but
Yeah, matchup table says it's slightly bad into Pantheon Yumi, the normal version. I would assume it's a little bit better for us if they're on the Tarek one.
I think so.
But the Pantheon Yumi is 45% for Talia Ziggs on the on like around 300 game ish, which isn't too much of a
interesting.
sample size. I'd say then it's pretty flippy. Your matchup into Pantheon.
I have no idea.
Because this one is Tarek and it's more greedy, so it's better for us. Because I think the greed is not good into Talia Ziggs.
I think like mirror matchup wise, if I play like the Pantheon mirror, I should be fine. Cataclysm is actually like a bitch to interact with.
I think he might be slightly better in the mirror. He doesn't have any Cataclysm though.
Yumi is just better in the mirror, slightly.
Well, yeah, fair.
This is Pantheon.
Doesn't have any Cataclysm though, right?
It's but like having to hold up like Concerted Strike against Cataclysm is like really rough. Just have 3 singles, which I guess that's slightly better than Cataclysm.
But yeah, your Pantheon would struggle a little bit more against
2 Blinded Mystics. That sucks. That card blows.
You can just tool Darkness, worst case. I think that's still good for you. It's about finding out the
It's
optimal
flipping a ban here.
the rest. So his Kindred Viego, I don't think is that good for your Pantheon anyway, with Palm and 2 Spirits Refuge. Those are both pretty good cards against you.
2 Vengeance. Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah. I'm kind of fine banning the Kindred Viego
Yeah.
in your spot. All right, this one we win. This one we win. No excuses.
This is the one.
Yes, yes.
All right. Good
Oh,
luck,
we're gonna win this
boys.
one. Okay, all right. If you say so.
Yes, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
this is the one I felt the best about. If we
Oh,
lose this,
great.
it's
Yeah.
uh,
All we need is that pressure.
one mini
Alright,
morph, 3 vengeance, 1 rune. Oh, jeez. 2 stress, 1.
all right, my boy is ready, so I'll go in the
All right.
Discord.
Good luck, guys. Catch you
Yep.
guys later.
But
So for our round 3 opponent, we are playing to Grandpa Roji, a very good player. And his lineup consists of some really slow, kind of greedy anti-control decks. He's playing Darkness here. We see that this version of Darkness is particularly teched into a lot of the slower mid-rangey matchups. So outside the standard cards, he has 1 copy of Rekindler, he has 3 Vengeances and a Mini Morph, so 4 hard removal spells by itself already, plus 2 stress defenses, plus 1 missed call. So it's very heavy in its protection spells, and it cut out cards like the Withering Wail and some of the more control tools. So this version of the deck is a lot more teched into slower matchups and matchups where they go tall rather than wide and things like that. So this is the start of his lineup. You'll see a very consistent trend throughout as well. The second deck here is Viego Kindred, another really slow sort of control-y mid-rangey deck that aims to just gain value out of the Hydrovine, things like that. Just really ramps up. You get the engine down, you have the Ionia tools to stall, and as long as your opponent's deck isn't super aggressive and any mean and can't get past your early game, you can pretty easily survive, and then you have some very strong late game engines that a lot of decks just really can't deal with very easily. And then finally we have Taric Pantheon. This deck is fairly standard as far as things go. He has a slightly mirror tech with 2 copies of Blinded Mystic, and he's running the Rally version, which doesn't particularly matter, I think, to me that much, but it is stronger into control decks overall. So let's just quickly talk about what the game plan and why I had a few doubts going to this matchup. The first thing was just what I was banning. I knew that he was going to be banning my Sundisk. I think the Sundisk, the Mono Streamer deck, was the worst for him. I think Sundisk would just stomp on Darkness as well as Viego Kindred, and he had to ban that, which left me to play Talia Ziggs as well as my Pantheon deck. So having a very clear idea of what I'm going to be playing, the question was, what am I going to be banning? And that's where things got a little bit tricky, because while I believe Pantheon is good into Darkness, his particular version of Darkness having both 2 stress defenses as well as 3 vengeances and a mini morph is super sort of hardcore teched into specifically Pantheon. Almost specifically Pantheon, and that was a little bit scary to see. The Viego Kindred deck I end up just banning because I think I was just thinking about the Pantheon matchup, Concussive Palm, Vengeances, things like that. The Spirit's Refuge, all very difficult for Pantheon decks to deal with overall. If Kindred comes down and I can't remove it, just a very powerful engine into the Pantheon decks as well, which is very scary overall. And then finally the mirror, I felt okay. We were both on 6 strike spells, both had very similar sort of spells. He had a few more rallies, which I'm not sure particularly give you an edge in the mirror. I think Yumi just making bigger units overall is just more important. So from the mirror, I felt fairly confident. Um, the 3 met decks, I didn't really have a good clue of matchup spreads overall. It was hard to say. I banned the one that I had the least idea about, and then into Darkness. I just had to kind of pray that I could get through, because it again, it is very teched for helping your units survive and help making sure that your big opponent's units don't really get through. So this was going to be a little bit of a tricky one. And from the Pantheon side, I could beat the mirror. Again, I wasn't sure about like the Talia Ziggs one. I believe Metastats favors Pantheon slightly in that matchup. So overall, I felt slightly unfavored. But going into it, it was gonna be a tight one, but it's definitely at least very close to even, and that's all I could hope for in this spot. I assume. So I'll leave you guys with the game, and then we'll wrap up and see how we went. Mirror time. So the scary part about the mirror is that he has 2 blinded mystics. Otherwise, we have 6 strike spells each, and he has like slightly more rallies. But when it comes down to it, like blinded, white, wounded, white flame, and other faded cards are just very important. Interesting. Only has 1 mountain goat, so having this open attack on turn 2 is pretty hot. Pantheon's aight as far as things go. I don't know if I want to keep a single combat. Single combat's so good though, but maybe in the mid game, sharp side, best trade tool, but I don't have a faded unit. Ah, this mulligan is so weird. I don't know what to keep. Single could be okay. It's aight. It's aight. Single combat barrier Pantheon, it's aight. I don't know. This hand is like, it's not a perfect hand. Like this isn't something I think I would normally full keep, but I don't know, it's just kind of a weird situation. Ideally he doesn't have his 1 of Mountain Goat. That's not what I want to see either. Is he thinking about my 1 of Chain Vest? If he has Sharp Side or Pale Cascade, the Chain Vest doesn't matter. So he's thinking about whether or not he wants to pre-commit a spell there. Okay. Curious. Right, Steve. That's actually pretty good, because I can Brightsteel attack and guarantee a gem here. And then I can use a gem next turn on my Pantheon. And then this gives me 1 proc as well. Okay. Well, he's behind on his Pantheon, at the very least. And I get a 2nd gem off the goat. Ooh, and I draw my Terror. He draws his Terror. I don't think he has an attack into my Pantheon though. Pale. Uh, 5. It's tough. Okay, it does get through. That sucks. So let's say he has Concerted Strike. I can't protect my Pantheon. 6/6. I wouldn't be able to protect my Pantheon through a Concerted, and he does have 3 of them. Losing this Pantheon is really tough because it's my only faded unit. I start with like a Guiding Touch onto my Pantheon. I also tell myself out of Concerted, which is kind of dangerous. I wonder if I can pass here. Passing here also sucks, kind of. But we're sort of in the same boat-ish. As long as I can beat a rally onto Panteric at any point, I should be fine. This pass is really awkward, but I think I have to take it. No, I don't know. This is kind of awkward. Not ideal, but I think I need to get, like, I have Pantheon, he doesn't. I need to take advantage of the fact. He can't Concerted Strike me through, like, 2 of these. If I single combat here and he has sharp side, it goes to 4-6. I can beat it. It goes to a 5-7, I can beat that. So this single is safe. He gets single combat his Tarek into me. That's whatever. I think. This is a good outcome. I think. I did have to spend 3 target spells on my guy this turn, which sucks. That does suck. This outcome could have been better, but I think I'm ahead right here, and that's okay. So I need to get this Zenith Blade going. I think that's the most important thing in my hand right now. Like, I need to make sure I have a steady stream of spells I can play to make sure my Tarek or my Pantheon levels. So I can like Zenith Blade this turn into a Sharp Sight next turn, my Pantheon flips, and that's good. Ideally, like, get my Tarek down as well. He is like farming Valley from his Tarek, and that's a little bit unfortunate. But if he can't play Zenith Blade this turn, can he? I Concerted Strike it, then I can't Sharp Sight. Ooh, I'm 1 mana short this turn. Oh, a pass, interesting. Pass is good for him because I can't level my Pantheon next turn if I like respond to it. I have to take that pass though, unfortunately. Hush is phenomenal. The issue with my Tarek right now is I don't have like a draw card to go with it. I need to play a spell this turn that's like non-negotiable. That's rough. I lose a gem. Losing a gem there sucks. And his Tarek's about to level. I can Concerted Strike if I want to, technically. I can Hush his Tarek as well next turn. If he plays Open Spell on Tarek, it doesn't give immunity, so it's fine. I should make sure I don't lose to a rally this turn, which I need to pass. Because he can't open attack on me. I feel kind of behind. His Pantheon's 1 turn slower than ours. Price Seal is phenomenal. Like, playing Spell on Tarek into attack isn't good enough. Ooh, I see. So he's leveling up his Tarek this way. Which is smart from him. Yeah, that's smart. But, like, this guy doesn't have Overwhelm, and I'm just gonna, like, Hush Tarek here, I think. We'll see what happens. He had to, like, use an interesting order just to level Tarek here. What if I Hush this? Is that just better for us? Like, Tarek can get killed later. Like, even a rally on the Tarek this turn is not even that good. Okay, this is a phenomenal spot now. need to make sure I don't lose like a single combat here, so I'm just gonna Bright Steel the Pantheon this turn.
You're covered.
So let's make sure my Pantheon can't die this turn from a single combat from his Taric that can't die. And we'll see what keywords we roll as well. Scout Lifesteal, beautiful. You can play our Taric here.
A mountain divides us. I've climbed bigger.
So he also has one Hush that I need to be careful of. But like with the Sharp Sight Concerted line, we should be fine. Unless he has his Pantheon right here. Like he needs his own Pantheon this turn, which was reason to not play Taric this turn, because we're always going to open with Pantheon attack. Okay, that's kind of rough. That's the one card. Oh, it says Elusive. Hell yeah. Oh, Elusive is poggers. Wow, Elusive saved me here. Because Elusive allows me just to open attack here. That's so sick. Wow, Elusive kind of saved me there. So I just need him to not roll Spell Shield on his Pantheon. But his Pantheon is small. Like, it's not buffed up at all, which is also another advantage. If he can Surge Strikes first, I can Surge Strike back. Alright. It's kind of an interesting spot, because, like, he could, like, boost his Pantheon up, which kind of makes me want to Conserve Strike Taric. This Guiding Touch puts it to 6, which survives, doesn't it? Hang on, doesn't it survive? It buffs up to 6 with Tough, it deals 3+2. Wow, I can reactively Concerted Strike after the fact? That's so bonkers. Wow, that's insane. That Sharp Side is so freaking nuts. Because now he has to commit a spell first, and now I can Concerted Strike his Pantheon. Let's go, that's so big. As long as it doesn't hit Spell Shield. Even if it hits Spell Shield, we just go after Taric, and that's fine. No Spell Shield. Of course it would get. No Spell Shield? Wait, that's I thought it was Spell Shield, but it's the Sharp Sight thing. Woo! Let's go. That was so big. That Sharp Sight on. Oh, that was huge. And now he single combats his. Okay. That's alright, I suppose. That kind of sucks, but oh, it sucks if he has another Pantheon. Okay, we're not winning quite yet, which is still rather concerning. That single combat was rough. He has one good block with Terra. We're still losing here if he has a second Pantheon. Down. Because I think he got way too much value out of his Taric this game. Like, if we had Guiding Touch earlier, but, he has another Pantheon, doesn't he? I think that's a pretty sign of, like, Pantheon. He, like, gets one extra stat. That's frustrating. Challenger. That's really frustrating. Oh, but it doesn't have Scout. Oh, but he has Rally. I don't beat Rally in any situation, do I? So I block here, he rallies. Pantheon goes to 5, like Guiding Touch goes to 5. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this blows. Oh, he just challenged my Taric twice. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, God. Oh, he doesn't do it. Interesting. Um. Down. This is unfortunate.
Unyielding. No further.
I can't even save this. Wait, I'm dead. What? I should have killed the Tarek then, huh? I thought I could have got away with hushing like the 1-drop, but I think I should just hush the Tarek. Slight overstep. How am I dying? Oh my god, I ran out of time. Jesus Christ. Ugh, that's not good.
Outrageous.
Damn. That was a tough mirror to lose. So I felt like doing okay, but I didn't kill the Pantheon when or the Tarek when I think I should have. No, he did have a second Tarek. I don't know. No, he shuffled it. It's so awkward. If I had a second Pantheon, maybe, but damn, it sucks. That just kind of sucks. Nothing else you could think about that. What do I think of Roji? I mean, he's a good player. He's a really good player, actually. Phenomenal player. Unraveled Earth is really good in this matchup. Oh, the one of group shots scares the living hell out of me. If he has a group shot into his Twisted Acolyte, or his Dark Bulb Catalyzer, wait, what? Twisted Catalyzer? It's kind of awkward. Okay. Chillin'. I do want to play Unraveled Earth next turn. I just play Ziggs this turn. Playing Ziggs this turn allows him to play Vagar next turn, which is very scary. Which makes me want to play Unraveled Earth this turn, so that he can't play Vagar on turn 4. I need to find a Rite of Arcane before then. It's not what I'm looking for.
Give me your palace creatures of doom.
I can't stop that, so I think I just trade.
Now where did I leave that paper? I got it.
It's a good draw. This is a friendly game. This is part of Runeterra Academy, so it's like a tournament league series kind of thing. So I guess it's not a friendly game. That's kind of what you want to think of it. Oh my lord. I see. No, I should have kept up right. Because he couldn't protect this turn. Ah! Damn. He outsmarted me by actually playing Vagar into it. Damn, now I feel silly. Ugh! That was bad. That was not good of me. Because now his Darkness deals 4. Ugh. I kind of fell into that one. Now we're looking quite behind right now, unfortunately. We need to find some draw, otherwise we're just getting out-valleyed this game. Like, I can't even play my Ziggs into his darkness anymore either. There's no point in playing Ziggs here. Does nothing for me. Yeah, this is rough. We have no hand right now. We missed out on like our mid-range stuff. We just drew like 3 1-drops. Kinda something. Luck for eternity, thanks. We're kind of getting farmed, but... Arrgh. I might quicksand that. You play tomorrow. Good luck to you as well. It's so bad. Oh, this feels so bad. We just didn't hit our like mid-range stride. We need some more card draw, like ASAP. Hourglass is good though. Hourglass is a really freaking good card. How do we do this though? It's like my Ziggs is in trouble of dying, and like just Hourglassing Ziggs is not enough. I don't have like if I had a naturalist this turn, I could go like explosive naturalist, and that could be pretty strong. But right now we're not representing anything. And I don't know if I should pass here or if I should still just swing in. It's like if I swing in, I can't just let it get blocked by the rogue maker, which means I have a very bad swing. I can be forced to like use the quicksand there, and that feels really bad. Oh, Talia is perfect. Hourglass Talia, let's go. So now I just need him to like try to threaten to kill my Ziggs, and then I can Hourglass Talia and try to swing things back. Like go for a 1-turn kill or something. So I could block with Ziggs, which would incentivize him to darkness with it. But if he has like another Vengeance I lose, I can't beat Vengeance and Darkness ever, can I? It's not really likely. Just not realistic. I just have to pray, right? Like he'll Darkness my Ziggs, like he'll play this Darkness out before he plays something else. And then I have to pray like this Hourglass works. I can like beat like 3 ping spells, I guess. He has 3 ping spells. I could also Hourglass right now, so you can't Darkness it, but then I still lose the Vengeance. What a bizarre spot. This sucks. It sucks so much. He could also just pass and do nothing. Oh, this just sucks. This sucks on so many levels. Yeah, this really sucks. Okay, we can Preservarium Talia as well. That's a really good draw. Hourglass. Oh, we have a lot of tempo here, but our board is just so small. We have the ability to just like really dump out some tempo here, which I think we'll have to take advantage of this turn. Like we can go like Hourglass, Waking Sands right. We have a lot of stuff to do here. But ideally we also save Ziggs in the process. Alright, let's see if he has it. I do need a Talia this Ziggs somehow, but right now I don't have board space. I can't even play right. Oh, this is so bad. I don't have board space. What do I do to myself? Oh. Alright, I guess we're not Taliaing the Ziggs, which I would have liked to do. Like, do I pass here? That's so bad. And now I'm losing damage from the Ziggs popping this. I'll just have to go for a tempo play here. Play
Lot of
right.
darkness out there. Let's make some of our own.
He's able to save with miscall or stress defense. We're sad. We're just sad to so much stuff here. We obviously can't let the Senna survive, but like we're really sad to a lot of things, huh? I'm just gonna Talia the Preservarium on the following turn and just hope we can try to outvalue him a little bit. You can't level Senna here, so that's fine. Oh wow. So he probably has a missed call here. And then he can darkness again, that's really bad. So like he missed call into darkness. Ugh. Oh, this is so bad.
Keep your distance.
Step lightly.
This is like actually really bad. Holy frick. I can force him to use the darkness, but that's like irrelevant. Damn, this sucks. Because now I just lose my Ziggs. I gotta draw a few cards, but it's not doing me much.
Concentrated forgiveness.
And he still has 2 Vengeances to boot.
Distance means so little when family means so much. Come on, there's so much to see.
Jesus Christ.
The elements bind the living and the dead.
Now I can't even quicksand a kill. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my god, this sucks so hard. Oh, he has an. Oh, Jesus Christ. It costs 1? Oh my lord. Oh, this game is so over. Holy frick.
Ready to fire.
Interesting. I can not kill his Senna, okay. Sick.
Darkness and light.
God, we're so fricked here. Holy frick. We're actually so fricked. God, we're so fricked. Holy moly. We block here just in case we draw a Rite of Arcane. I already played 2 Rite of Arcanes, we only have 1 left. These quicksands are just dead cards right now. Damn. I definitely made a few mistakes throughout my game. Like, him playing the Vagar into the Roiling Sands was like 5-head as fuck. Like that was really smart play. Like that Roiling Sands was so smart, holy frick. Or I mean that Vagar in turn 4 into Roiling Sands was so smart. Because I couldn't kill any, you just got a free proc. So like, Arsenal is like my only out here, technically speaking. What? Oh my god. Yeah, this is not very cash money at all.
I've never tried this chemical before.
Alright. It's so bad. Fuck. Wow, this sucks. He's gonna flip his Senna, his darkness costs 0. I can't kill his Senna unless I draw into another right. Jesus Christ. I cannot win a game in this tournament right now. I'm like actually just like,
I'm here.
I lost all my games in this tourney, oh man. God damn. I'm not like all of them, but I lost all my sets. Actually, I've only won like 1 game. Holy frick. I'm actually just throwing for my team. It's so bad. I'm letting my team down.
Me and winds behind me.
Frick. It's like he gets another one here. I need to find. Oh, I need to find another right. It's my last Pokestick. Ping this does nothing for me. I should just ping face.
Make the darkness your home.
Down. Alright, well, we lost. Are we dead through just normal? 4, 5, 6, 9, 15 Xaxes, unless we like quicksand. We gotta survive one more turn to draw Arsenal, I suppose. Do we? Yeah, we do. Okay, we gotta survive one more turn for now. And then we top deck Arsenal.
Another day, another explosion.
Oh my lord. Wow, that's brutal. Alright, well now we're just dead. Are we? We gotta... No, we're dead here. Damn, that sucks. Wow, we cannot win a game. Holy frick. Oh, we're so bad at this game. I made some bad plays in this set. The last set was a little bit closer. It was a bit harder, but I feel like this set I could have made some better plays. Like on turn 4, I shouldn't have like, yeah, a little bit too inexperienced with these matchups. Just haven't played these matchups at all, and it's definitely getting to me and stuff. It's not very good of me. I need to play more if I need to get into this.